Hey, what's up everybody, this is Mike. Welcome back to another video, and today I will be testing out the DJI FPV drone for the very first time. This is my very first flight. I just received the drone yesterday, I set it up, and today it's all about this drone. So you will catch my real first reactions of flying the DJI FPV drone. I hope you enjoy. Let's begin. So everything is connected. We have 21 satellites, all good to go. So switching to manual mode, and here we go. Okay, yeah, I didn't adjust my rates. I decided to use the stock rates, so we'll see whether that has been a good decision or not. Because the drone is quite twitchy. Keep in mind it's quite windy today as well, so the micro adjustments you make with the radio are very prominent here on the screen. It is quite wobbly for now, so I'm just going to get a feeling for the drone, how it flies. Just take a look around. Have a beautiful weather today, and yeah, for now it's quite slow because I'm not using a lot of stick movement. Yeah, I definitely need to adjust my rates though, because it is quite twitchy. Every single little adjustment that you make is very prominent on the screen. And yeah, I don't like the fact that it's that sensitive. It's a bit too sensitive for my taste, but we have some people. I will go very far away from them as quickly as possible. First impression, initial impression, this is my very first flight. It is that the drone doesn't feel that much different compared to a regular FPV drone when you're flying slowly. Keep in mind, once again, like I said, it is quite windy today, so there seems to be some prop wash. The drone is very heavy, so that's to be expected. I noticed there are some people over there, so I'm not going to go over there for now. I will try to go around these trees for a bit. And I'm flying for a couple of minutes now, and I'm at 83% battery, which is quite nice. You can just cruise around, use this drone like a cinewhoop to go through the trees. I've done that many times exactly on this specific location. The sticks are definitely very like twitchy and very sensitive as well, so I don't like that. I definitely don't like that, but you know, saying that this is my very first flight, you can see that it's true. Okay, I had some breakup here, some major breakup I would say, so I need to be careful. I'm quite close to myself, so it feels weird that I have a breakup so soon, but you know, you never know with the signal. I think I'll need at least a few batteries to adjust to the flying style of this quad. It is quite heavy, so it doesn't move the way I expected, to be honest. It is fast if you want it to, but I'm having some issues with the signal for some reason. I'm having a blocky screen and I'm not too sure in the signal strength, so I definitely don't want to push this drone very far away for my very first flight. And like I said, I'm just cruising to see the capabilities of the drone and to see how it turns, how much it picks up speed when you want it to. And it could be precise, that's definitely true. You can make this drone move very, very precisely if you want. The spark has been empty for so long, and now all of a sudden everyone starts passing by. I'm at 67% battery. It shows that I have 11 more minutes of flight time if I keep the current speed and current flight style. Yeah, it definitely picks up speed very nicely. It's a 6S quad after all. It has quite a lot of prop wash, but of course that's, wow, you saw that, right? I am not sure how much the footage will be stabilized after this video is done. From what I've seen, the camera seems like it stabilizes very well, but I don't really know. In the goggles it's quite wobbly at some point, depending on the wind and on my speed as well. Try to do something a little bit more precise to go through the trees right here. I know there is a little empty, wow, that's a lot of latency right here, a lot of it. So I definitely don't feel very confident flying this thing right here on this exact spot. For some reason it's very choppy, very laggy, a lot of latency. I have 26 satellites. And let me just put it into normal mode. Right now we are in normal mode. Let me say hi to my wife. But let's see if I fly in normal mode, because I've never done that before. It's weird to fly with goggles in GPS. And I can see the screen flashing when I am close to some objects. I'm not going to go very close to them. Feels very weird to fly a GPS drone with goggles. But I can tell you it's a lot more stable in the air. So that means that my control has not been the best. And maybe you can hear that it's really, really windy, so yeah, keep that in mind. I think I've said it many times already. I can see how this drone can be interesting for the beginners, and I can see the fact that it can be a transitional drone from a regular GPS drone to an FPV drone. I can see this happening for many people. I'm not sure if I like it, to be honest. I'm not too sure if I like it. It flies in a weird way, and keep in mind that's just my initial first flight. My impressions are of course always able to change, but these are my first impressions, which are, yeah, I'm not too sure about it. The signal problems which I experienced, you can see how close I am to the actual trees where I lost some signal, and that's not good. Normally I don't lose signal that quickly. So yeah, let me just get a little bit higher. I want to take a look around, just like a typical Mavic would fly, because many people are thinking that this can replace their Mavics, and maybe, I don't know, maybe, but I don't know what to tell you. Right now I'm a bit confused. Maybe I had some bigger expectations, but yeah, let's get a little bit closer to the ground and just land. So my first initial impressions after trying out the DJI FPV drone, it was a little bit underwhelming. To be honest, the signal problems I experienced less than 50 meters away from myself. I'm in a large park where you don't have that many obstacles, you just have some trees around, and I wasn't going that further away from myself behind the trees. I was just going around, and I experienced quite a few breakups. At one point my screen became very blurry for under a second, but I can definitely feel the latency when I fly with this. And keep in mind, I am directly comparing it to some of my other FPV quads which I've built myself, some others that I've bought or I've received as review units. And I flew quite a few different ones, and this one definitely feels very heavy, which of course it is. I knew that before I even took off, but it feels a little bit, sluggish at some point. Of course, I didn't push it too hard. As you can see, we have some people going around, but the way it turns, the way it reacts to my commands, I didn't really enjoy that. I have a lot more tweaking to do. I have to set my rates. I have to play with these settings that I have here on this drone in terms of smoothness and control, so I can make it fly the way I want. Because right now it didn't fly the way I wanted, and it just felt. It felt a little bit weird, to be honest. That's the truth. It felt a little bit weird, but I'm not going to be negative about it, as I know this is probably just my initial feedback, just coming from a lot lighter, a lot more, drones that I'm very comfortable with and that I'm very used to. Of course, flying something for the very first time is going to feel different. It's going to feel, bad in some situations, especially when you directly compare it to something else that you are very familiar with. So for now, I will say that it was a little bit underwhelming, but to be honest, I didn't do too much to try it in a different way. So this is of course just my first reaction to the very first flight of the DJI FPV drone. I will be doing tons more. I will be testing it out a lot on this channel, and you can expect a lot of videos coming soon from myself. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the DJI FPV drone in the comment section below, and stay tuned for my next videos coming very soon. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.